Okay, good morning. Listen. Today we'll discuss about one small derivation. One small derivation today we'll discuss. That is, show that a frame of reference moving with uniform acceleration relative to an inertial frame of reference is a non-inertial frame. Carries 5 marks. Which carries 5 marks or 6 marks question. Okay, either it carries 5 marks or 6 marks. Yes. What is the question? Question. We are asking this question. Show that or prove that. Show that a frame of reference. A frame of reference. You are aware of what is a frame of reference. Already I taught. Show that a frame of reference moving with uniform acceleration or constant acceleration. That's okay. Uniform acceleration. Moving with uniform acceleration with respect to relative to an inertial frame. An inertial frame is a non-inertial frame of reference. Is a non-inertial frame of reference. It is a non-inertial frame of reference. This is a question. Okay, carries either 5 marks or usually we are asking for about 6 marks. Okay, yes. What is the question? Show that a frame of reference moving with uniform acceleration relative to an inertial frame is itself a non-inertial frame of reference. Meaning, we have to prove that F is equal to MA is not whole square in an non-inertial frame. In an inertial frame of reference, F is equal to MA, where F is not equal to MA in the case of a non-inertial frame of reference that we are supposed to prove. For that purpose, I will going to consider 2 frames of references here. Answer. 2 frames of references that I will going to choose it here. This is one frame of reference. I am writing a frame of reference here, which is S. S is a frame of reference, which is containing 3 coordinates here. One is X, the other one is Y, the third one is Z axis, which are mutually perpendicular to each other. And O is the origin. O is the origin here. Let me consider one more frame of reference here. This is another frame of reference. I will write with a dotted line since it is moving. Okay. I will write with a dotted line like this. This is one more frame of reference. This is the second frame of reference. The second frame of reference, which is having here origin as O dash. Origin as O dash here. Wait. Sorry, 4 o'clock.
ಇವಾಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಕಳಿಸಾಯ್ತಾ
ಮುಂಜೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇದಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬೇರೆ
ಬೇರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಹೌದಾ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ Okay, yes. S is a frame of reference which is not moving. S which is containing 3 axes here. mutually perpendicular axis, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis with O as the origin. I will consider one more frame of reference, that is S dash. Another frame of reference, that is S dash. S dash which is containing x dash, S dash which is containing coordinates x dash, y dash, z dash, with O dash as the origin. Origin is the O dash. Okay, I have chosen two frames of references. I have chosen two frames of references. Whereas this S dash frame, it is moving with this S dash frame, it is moving with an acceleration is equal to A star. It is moving with an acceleration is equal to A star. A star is a constant acceleration. This is a uniform acceleration. Don't forget, A star is the uniform acceleration with which it starts to move here, which is moving. Initially, O and O dash, they are coincided. Initially, O and O dash, they are coincided. As the time is more and more, then S dash frame is go on moving like this. It's go on moving. Let me consider a point here. I will consider a point P here. If I'm drawing a line, a vertical line here, it is present here. This is Q. Q is the position. Q is the position of the particle P. Q is the position of the particle P along the x-axis. So whatever I have chosen so far, whatever I explained so far, just I will write 2 or 3 lines so that you can understand in a better way. So just you see here, understand about this. So what is that? I have considered 2 frames of references. Let S be a frame of reference. S be a frame of reference. S be a frame of reference which is containing the coordinates here, having coordinates. Having coordinates, what is that? One is O, that is origin, X, Y, Z. Okay, which is at rest? Which is at rest, of course. Which is at rest. Now let us consider one more frame of reference, that is S dash. S dash be another frame of reference. Another frame of reference having coordinates. I explained already about this. Having coordinates O dash, X dash, Y dash, Z dash. O dash, comma, X dash, Y dash, Z dash. Both are having the common X and X axis. S and S dash are having common X axis. They are having a common X axis. They are having common X axis here. Okay. And of course, Y dash axis is parallel to Y. Z dash axis is parallel to Z. Y dash axis is parallel to Y. Okay. So here, X, common X axis, Y dash parallel to Y, Z dash parallel to Z. Y dash parallel to Y, Z dash parallel to Z. Okay, within this, any doubt is there, you can ask. See that? Any doubt is there, you can. So I have chosen 2 frames of references here, S and S dash. I have chosen 2 frames of references, S and S dash. S is a frame of reference. S is a frame of reference which is at rest. Which is at rest. S dash is a frame of reference which is moving. Which is moving with a uniform acceleration is equal to A star along the common x-axis. Along the common x-axis, it is moving. Okay, with a uniform acceleration. A star is the uniform acceleration with which it starts to move here. S dash. S is having a coordinates. O is the origin. X, Y, Z. S dash is having the coordinates O dash, X dash, Y dash, Z dash. Where Y dash axis is parallel to Y, Z dash axis is parallel to Z. These two axes are parallel to each other. These two axes are parallel to each other, and it is having a common x-axis. Okay. Up to here, hoping that you have understood. Now, S dash is a frame, of course. S dash is a frame moving with. Let S dash be moving. It is moving with a constant acceleration, moving with a constant acceleration or uniform acceleration, which is A star. A star. A star is a constant acceleration with which it is moving. Which is moving? S dash is moving. S dash is moving with a constant or uniform acceleration. This is either it is constant acceleration or uniform acceleration. Okay, along a straight line, if a uniform acceleration is present, I can call it by the name the constant acceleration, taken from your first PUC concept. Okay, S dash be moving with a constant acceleration A star. Okay, once this is finished, now see that any doubt is there, you can ask. I will continue further. There is a question. Okay, this is diagram. This is the explanation. This is the explanation. Okay, yes. Now, let us consider if A star is the acceleration, if A star is said to be the acceleration, I will consider A star which is having a constant acceleration or uniform acceleration. I will consider uniform acceleration. If it is having an acceleration, it must be having a velocity. Therefore, I will consider, let us consider u0 is equal to variable velocity. Variable velocity with which S dash frame moving, with which S dash frame which is said to be under motion. u0. If there is no change in the velocity, there should not be any acceleration. If there is an acceleration, means there is a change in velocity. Don't forget. First PU concept. If there is a change in velocity, there is an acceleration. Sir, there is an acceleration. Therefore, there must be a variable velocity. That variable velocity, I will take it as u0, with which S dash frame is moving. Initially, that is when the time is equal to 0, S and S dash coincides. They coincides. Understood about this? You see that? Okay. So the meaning of that sentence, if I'm choosing this frame of reference and this frame of reference, these two are present here like this. S and S dash, they coincided when time is equal to 0. As the time is more and more, then S dash is go on moving like this. It is go on moving. At a time interval t, it is moving up to here. At a time interval t1, it is moving here. At time interval t2, it is moving like this. When the time is 0, both are coincided. This is not moving. When the time is equal to 0, S is not moving. S and S dash coincides. As the time is more and more, S dash is go on moving. And that is the meaning. That is the meaning of this concept. Okay, yes. That is the concept, whatever I explained so far. Now I will going to consider O dash Q is equal to how much? Same diagram. O dash Q here to here. O dash Q. Don't forget O dash Q means it is a coordinate in S dash. O dash Q. O dash Q means it is a coordinate in S dash frame. I will take this one as X dash. X dash. OQ here to here. OQ, O to Q. O to Q length that is equal to X. O to Q is equal to X because it is in the frame S. O dash Q is equal to X dash in the frame S dash. In the frame S dash, the length of O dash Q is equal to X dash. In the frame S, same point Q from O point, OQ is equal to X, O dash Q is equal to X dash. So I will use that concept here. So what is that concept? O dash Q is equal to X dash. OQ is equal to X. This is in S dash frame. This is in S frame. I wrote it already. Just you see them. Okay, both I am showing. This one, I have written here. Now, I want to calculate how much is that O dash and what is the value of O dash. First, I will write O dash Q is equal to how much? You see that O dash Q is equal to OQ minus O dash. Is it correct? You check it out. O dash Q is equal to OQ minus O dash. I will write it here. You just to check it up in the diagram. Okay. O dash Q is equal to O dash Q is equal to OQ minus O dash. O dash. Check it up. Is it correct? You check it. See that O dash Q is equal to OQ minus O dash. OQ minus O dash is O dash. That's all the concept. But O dash Q is equal to how much? O dash Q is equal to X dash. OQ is equal to X minus O dash. But I don't know O dash, but I supposed to calculate O dash. I supposed to determine what is that O dash. How much is that O dash I supposed to calculate? Let us calculate O dash is equal to how much. I will write it here, this side. We know this formula taken from first PUC or high school level formula. Distance covered is given by S. S is the distance traveled is equal to UT plus half AT square. Where S is the distance traveled, U is the initial velocity. This is distance traveled. Distance traveled. This is initial velocity. Time taken. A is the acceleration. But in this case here, the distance traveled by the frame S dash. The distance traveled by the frame S dash is equal to how much? O dash. O dash is the distance traveled. O dash is the distance traveled. Therefore, this S is equal to here O dash. S is equal to O dash. Whereas this initial velocity, whatever U is there, that is equal to U0. That is U0. Okay, having an initial velocity or variable velocity U0. But A is equal to here A star. We have chosen A is equal to A star. Instead of acceleration A, I have written that one as A star. Therefore, A star. Therefore, this equation becomes yes, in place of that, I can write O dash is equal to U0 T plus half a star t square. A star t square. Substitute this value here. Let us do the substitution of O dash to here. O dash to here. Therefore, x dash is equal to how much you are going to get this? I will write it here. Okay, x dash is equal to, you can, x dash is equal to x minus O dash. O dash, you do the substitution. X dash is equal to x minus O dash value. O dash value is u naught t plus half a star t square. A star t square. This is half. Minus, you multiply. Remove this bracket, just you multiply. X dash is equal to x minus u naught t minus half a star t square. See that? Any doubt is there? You can observe that and you can ask. I chosen a star as the uniform acceleration. U naught is the initial velocity with which it is gone moving with a variable velocity. Initially, when the time is equal to 0, s and s dash they coincide. After a time interval t, s and s dash with respect to each other, s dash is moving here. Therefore, O dash q is equal to OQ minus O dash. Using the diagram, I can write x dash is equal to x minus O dash. O dash, I have estimated. I have written the answer for O dash. I have substituted for O dash. Minus into plus, minus, minus into plus, minus. That's all I did it. Is it clear? Understood about this? Okay, next page I will take up. I will continue here. Just continuation that I am writing. X dash is equal to, same thing that I am writing. X dash is equal to x minus u naught t minus half a star t square. This is the idea that whatever we got it already that I have copied from here to here. I will remove this sheet of paper. Okay. Yes. Now, what do you mean by rate of change of displacement? Quickly. Rate of change of displacement means what? Know that first PUC concept? Rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of velocity? Don't know. Okay, see here. I will differentiate this. Differentiating with respect to time, with respect to t. This is dx dash divided by dt is equal to dx divided by dt minus u naught is a constant into time into 1. Differentiation of time with respect to time is into 1. Into 1, if you want, you write into 1 minus half constant a star. I will write as it is. This is t square. Differentiation of t square is 2t into 1. 2 get cancelled. Differentiation of this equation with respect to time. I will again, this is actually rate of change of displacement. This is velocity. Dx by dt means it is velocity, rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of displacement means velocity. Again, differentiating with respect to time. With respect to time. Therefore, you will be having here d square x dash. Second order derivative d square x dash divided by dt square is equal to d square x divided by dt square minus this value is equal to 0 minus this is 2 get cancelled A star t, I can write A star. Therefore, you will be having d square x dash divided by dt square is equal to d square x divided by dt square minus A star. Okay. Rate of change of displacement is velocity. Rate of change of velocity is the second order derivative of displacement. That is acceleration. Okay, I will write it here. Dx by dt, that is velocity. D square x by dt square, that is rate of change of velocity, that is acceleration. Don't forget about this. Taken from your previous years, nothing else. Taken from first PUC physics, first PU concept. Okay, so we'll substitute these ideas here. Therefore, I can write d square x dash by dt square. D square x dash by dt square is equal to a dash here. This is a dash. Acceleration in the frame s dash. This is acceleration in the frame s minus a star. Minus a star. Okay. This is acceleration in the frame s dash. If you want, I will write it and I will show it. This is acceleration in s dash. This is acceleration in s. This is in s dash frame. This is in s. This one. Right. A dash acceleration in s dash frame. A acceleration in s frame. Now I will going to multiply here the whole equation multiplying by m, where m is mass of the body. M is equal to mass of the particle p. P is a particle we have chosen now. So here p is a particle we have chosen. This particle p is having a mass is equal to m. That mass of the particle is equal to m. So if you are multiplying here, you will be getting ma dash is equal to ma minus ma star. You will get. Okay. All right. Is it right? Understood? See that? Any doubt is there? You can ask. So I have chosen like this. X dash is equal to x minus u naught t minus half a star t square. Differentiating on both the sides with respect to time. You will get dx dash divided by dt is equal to dx by dt minus u naught minus half a star 2t. Differentiation of t square 2t. Again differentiating with respect to time. Therefore, d square x dash by dt square is equal to d square x divided by dt square. This is constant minus this is a star. T, differentiation of t with respect to t is 1. But we know that d square x dash by dt square is equal to a dash, that is acceleration in the frame s dash. D square x by dt square is equal to a, that is acceleration in the frame s. Minus a star. A star is the acceleration with which the s dash frame is moving. Acceleration with which the s dash frame it is go on moving along the common x-axis. Multiplying throughout by m, where m is the mass of the particle. Therefore, you will get like this. Ma star, ma dash is equal to ma minus ma star. But already we are aware of that S is an inertial frame. Okay, we know that. Let S be an inertial frame because it is at rest. Inertial frame. Since it is inertial frame, Newton's second law holds good. Newton's second law holds good. If this is holds good here, I can write F is equal to ma, that is holds good. F is equal to ma, that is holds good. If F is equal to ma, that is holds good here, therefore I can write F is equal to ma here. Therefore, this can be written as MA dash is equal to F minus MA star. Therefore, F is not equal to MA dash. Something else is also present here. Therefore, I can write here, therefore, F is not equal to MA dash. But F is equal to MA. F is equal to MA is holds good for S prime. For S dash prime, F is not equal to MA dash in S dash prime. This is applicable for S dash prime. This is applicable in S prime. This is applicable in S prime. S dash prime, F is not equal to MA dash. F is not equal to MA dash in S dash. Therefore, I can say S dash is a non-inertial frame of reference. Non-inertial frame of reference. It is a non-inertial frame of reference that we are going to consider. S dash is a non-inertial frame of reference. It is a non-inertial frame of reference. S dash. See that. S dash is a non-inertial frame of reference. Not only that, we have to think about this minus MA star. What is that minus MA star? We have to think and we have to write even at the time of examination. Still, continuation is present. I will write it here only. Okay, what is that? Now, let me consider F star. F star is equal to minus MA star. F star is equal to minus MA star. F star is equal to minus MA star, I will consider. Therefore, previous derivation, whatever we got, MA dash is equal to F minus MA star becomes MA dash is equal to, therefore, MA dash is equal to F plus F star. This is coming as plus F star. F star is equal to this. So meaning, this is Newton's second law. Force plus force is equal to MA dash. Force plus force is a new force. A new force is equal to MA dash. This is Newton's second law. This is Newton's second law. So therefore, if Newton's second law is applicable in S dash, so I can write to make Newton's second law applicable in S dash, a new force. This is the new force. Don't forget, this is said to be the new force. A new force that is F star. A new force that is F star that is equal to minus MA star. A new force F star is equal to this one minus MA star has to be invented. We are supposed to invent this particular force. This particular force we are supposed to invent, which is not existing. A new force F star is equal to minus MA star has to be invented, which is not existing. This new force has no physical origin. It has no physical origin. Since it has no physical origin, I can say this is called by the name a pseudo force. It is a pseudo force. Since it is a pseudo force, that force is called by the name fictitious force. It is a fictitious. Which is a fictitious force? F star is equal to minus MA star. It is a fictitious force. This fictitious force or a pseudo force, which is a false force, which is not existing, which has no physical origin. In which direction it is existing? This force is existing in opposite direction to the acceleration of the non-inertial frame. So I can say this fictitious force is in opposite direction, to the acceleration of the non-inertial frame. Which is the non-inertial frame? Yes. If you are writing this much, you will get 6 marks. This carries 6 marks. See that